So, how did he give me HIV? Part 1. So, I was actually a little leery about doing this. Not because I didn't want to, share this information or do it. Because, it's kind of really out there. Probably not in the context that you're about to get it. But, for the simple fact that, old girl just did a whole 50 parts. And I'm like, bruh, it was good, Definitely had me for a whole day. And, people were messaging me and was like, I feel like you need to do this. Why haven't you already done this? So people want a story time. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and give you a story time in depth, I guess. I came out here to the car only because, for you guys who do know me, I have kids. And yes, I do talk about HIV and things around my kids and some of the stuff I've been through. However, I kind of wanted this to be a little more intimate. I didn't want to have a lot of chaos and craziness going on. They're settled. They, doing what they're doing. So I said, let me go ahead and just come out here and get this started. So here we go. September the 13th. September 13th, 2003. I went to a party. It was right after Labor Day, and the family friend, and just so y'all know, I'm going to say names. Names are not a hidden thing for me. Names I've already known. It's a whole Google thing around here, so if names and stuff pop up, hey, it is what it is. Nothing is really a secret when it comes to the aspect of names. So I don't have no fake names for you, okay? The family friend, Rhonda, she was having a Labor Day party at her house, and we basically, as a friend of the family, we were invited. And at the time, I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. Now, my oldest daughter right now is 20 years old. She was born September 15th of 2003. So again, here it is, September 13th, 2003. I'm pregnant, pretty much in my 9th month, and we're over here. Now, pretty much nobody really had never met Rhonda's son because he lived in a different state. He lived in South Carolina. We're here in Florida, in Jacksonville, Florida. And so, she introduces him to everybody that comes. So this is my first time meeting him. She comes and say, hey, you never met my son. Come meet my son. So, we get there and she introduces everybody to his son, and me and her son kind of hit it off as far as, friendly. He was friendly. He was nice. Throughout the whole, night of the party, laughing, jokes and things. There was this whole joke about the fact that you didn't even know I was pregnant until I turned around, things like that. And so, we're at this Labor Day party, post Labor Day party, and that's that. He goes and, leaves and goes back to South Carolina. We continue to be friends throughout the years. So that was how I was introduced to him. I met him, and that was that. We became friends. We stayed friends. We would communicate throughout the years. And 2 years ago, and we're just still having this communication. Whenever he would come back and forth to Jacksonville to see his mom, which was very rare, he would say, hey, I'm in town. You want to come over here, or you want to go meet somewhere, and we would, we go out or whatever. I'll just pop at his mom's house. Hey, how you doing? And something like that. And that's pretty much how it was. Now, in these 2 years of being his friend, I knew he had girlfriends. Actually, when I met him, he was there with a girlfriend. He was there with a girlfriend. Again, this is 2003. So I believe the girlfriend that he was with at the time was someone who, when we get further down in the story, I've recently had a conversation with. So Remember that. Remember that part, okay? And so, you know, I knew about girlfriends through this whole moment. I knew he had at least, let's see, I knew of at least 3 girlfriends from that time that I had met him in 2003 up until 2005. I knew of at least 3. And so, the next time I really saw him around, like, the whole family atmosphere was in that, around that 2005 era. You know, something happened again, big family event gathering, and I want to say, don't quote me on this, but I want to say it was something that had to do with his mom getting married. Now, full context, because I mean, a lot of people know this because I've explained it a lot of other places, but how is his mom a family friend? So his mother was a family friend because she ended up being the girlfriend to my mother's first cousin. So she's not blood related to us. He's not related to us in any kind of way by blood. It's just a simple fact that, his mom at that time when I was introduced to him was dating my mother's first cousin. And so that's how she was that family friend. Okay. And so at some point they ended up getting married. So she became a part of the family only in the sense of she married him. Again, still no blood relation, none of that. And so when he came back in town for whatever it was we were having in 2005, and he came at that point with someone, the last person I remember him dating, and it was just a different moment then. Like, when I saw him, the whole vibe and mood was different. We were having conversations because he was telling me how, yeah, I'm dating this girl, she came with me, but I kind of really didn't want her to come with me, kind of deal. She's annoying. He's telling me these different things about her. She's annoying. She get on my nerves. I'm about to get rid of her. And then we just start joking and laughing. And like, he literally at one point during the party left to go to the store or wherever he went. And she's running around frantic looking for him. And everybody know he left because he had already, I guess, been telling different people off and on, like, I don't want to deal with her like that. And, so it was already like, she's looking crazy. But again, I had been his friend for 2 years. So for me, it was a laughing matter in a sense of why he won't just go ahead and tell this girl he don't want to be her. He done brought her all the way to Florida. She meeting family and friends and all this stuff. So it's like, dude, what are you doing? So at one point, he and I at the party, we started having a conversation, and I was like, what is it that you really want? We were talking about things we really want, and that led to, once that party was over, he's back in South Carolina, us really having the conversations when we speak on the phone about our future. Like, at the time, I was 24. Actually, no, not at that moment I was 24. I believe I was probably 22 at that point, and he was older than me. He was already in his like early 30s, kind of early to mid 30s at that point. So yeah, he was older than me. But everybody who knows me can tell you, I've always had this sense, like, when they see me or meet me, I always seemed older than I actually was. Not that I wanted to ever portray myself as being older, but just the fact that I guess my demeanor, the way I come off, the way I'm very knowledgeable about things, they said that I just felt like I had an old soul. So I guess that was kind of, what drew him to me. I'm assuming anyway, that's what's drawing him to me, and what drew a lot of people that were older wanted to date me. Just, I guess I had that old soul, But yeah, so that's kind of really how we met, and, how we became those friends and getting to, other points.